I bought this plugin on Black Friday, and man, I've been using it in every music production since. It's a very simple plugin, and I use it on my kick drums, but I have used it on other things as well. If you're curious, then check out this video. Hello everyone, and welcome to Distinct Mastering. My name is Freddie. I'm a mastering engineer, producer, DJ, and president of Sleeping Giant Music. For over 2 decades, I've helped artists grow their careers, and now I'm here to help you with your music production skills. If you'd like a free stereo mastered sample from me, check the link below in my description. Now let's chat about this one plugin that I picked up during Black Friday that I can't wait to share with you. Okay, today we're going to talk about Kick Tweak, and I must admit this plugin is pretty cool. So first, let me give you a brief overview. It's by Single Makers, and to be honest, I'm not a fan of these kind of I consider this almost like a one knob plugin, even though it's not, but you don't have full control. So it's hard to know exactly what this thing is doing, but it's basically a kick drum enhancer. But you can use it on more things than just kick drums if you really wanted to. Okay, first of all, you have a design variation here at the bottom. And you have the classic analog style look, and you kind of have this new cartoony look, which you see popular with like sausage fattener and other things like that. So there's not much to this plugin. You basically have an effect slider, you have your VU meter, and then you have 10 presets. The goal is to find a preset that works well with the kick drum that you're working in. Now, I have some preloaded kick drums of mine up here that I will show you what this sounds like, and then we'll go to a session to show you how it sounds in context with some other drums. But the only other adjustments here, say on preset 7, you see you have a detect slider and a drive slider. So this is going to be the detection for when you want the compression, I believe, to kick in, or when you want the effect to kick in. And then you have a drive knob, which drives it a little harder, I'm assuming. There's not a lot of info on this, so you really got to use your ears and do your judgment on what sounds good. But let's turn this off real quick and see what this first kick sounds like dry. And on. Now let's see what this thing is doing. You can see that there's just a little bit more punch in the overall frequency spectrum once I turn this thing on. Obviously that's peaking, but that's okay. It's just for the purpose of this video, so don't beat me up on that. And you can see that it seemed to have gotten a little bit bigger, you know? So let's try some other presets. Overall, it makes the kick drum punch through more. It's more punchy. It's got a little more top, a little more click. Here's one. So you can see there. And then as you boost the drive, you're going to get that chunky EDM style flavor. So those are all the presets. Now let's go back to 1 and this gives you more of the dry signal, so you can kind of, it's almost like a mix balance. But I was watching another YouTube video and trying to learn a little bit more about this, and I heard that this is not at 0%. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that might be something you want to pay attention to. So overall, what I find is that this plugin has been very handy in just making the kick drum punch a little bit more. You know, I have my tricks for making my kick drum punch, but this thing, I recently got it during Black Friday for really cheap because I heard, you know, Chris Lake and a lot of big producers were using it, so I just figured I'd check it out, and I gotta give props to this plugin. It's been pretty amazing. Okay, let's go for another one here. Here's the dry. Look at how much more punchy it sounds. So I don't need to run through all these presets again. I'll go ahead and give you one more. And this is on this one. Let's go back to 1. Off. On. Now I've got a session here loaded up to show you kind of what this thing sounds like in context. And These are just drums. I don't have the full session of what this was, but I kind of I took some splice loops and just wanted to give you an example of something in context. So, let's see what this thing sounds like. This is without the kick tweak. And as you can see, it just brings it way out. Let's take this down. And I like some of the roundness and fullness it gives it. Like I said, I have my own tips and tricks for kick drums, but this is a great plugin if you're a beginner and you're struggling to get your kick drums just slamming. So check this one out. And that's an overview of the Single Maker's Kick Tweak plugin. If you have any questions, shoot me a comment down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and the bell notification will keep you up to date. Once again, my name is Freddie from Distinct Mastering, and have a great day.